Three Rivers has been blown off that building and its side building as well. Heavy damage in southwest Three Rivers and along the course of that path of this storm system, all moving in a general east to northeast direction. So these warnings that keep popping up, you can see they keep getting extended. The tornado warning now for southern Calhoun County, I can update, is going to 5:30, and that may get put into Jackson County. Our high-tech models are showing that storms may be into Jackson County by 5 o'clock, so we're keeping an eye on that as well. Here's how this system looks right now on regular radar, and you see the tornado warnings then going from far northern parts of Branch County off to the southern part of Calhoun County and moving off to the east. The storm system is not as big as far as the aerial coverage, but still quite intense as it moves to the northeast. So here's your main threats. Obviously, we're getting a lot of intense lightning. That is very common when you have strong winds aloft inside a thunderstorm, kind of a giveaway that there's going to be some bad winds. As far as hail, we've had up to 1.75-inch diameter with these storms, so it easily could be an inch, and that obviously will do damage. We're reporting quarter-size hail in some of those areas. If you have a parked car outside in that area, if you have a chance to move it in, that would be a great thing to do. We also have rainfall that has gone up anywhere from 1 to 3 inches when these storms repeat over the same area, so flooding might be an issue briefly as that comes down. And obviously, we've got the pop-up tornadoes across the northeast or southwest part of mid-Michigan headed northeast. It's just general light rain. What's causing this? It's a warm front. Temperatures south of all that rain are in the mid, even upper 60s now near the state line. And it's that warm, moist air coming northward. Jackson has been socked in with fog all day and 50 degrees. That will change as this storm heads to the northeast. I'm going to put it into motion for you, and that will show you how these warnings have popped up and where they're headed. This storm system is now at about 40 to 45 miles an hour and kind of holding its own when that circulation continues in that direction. So if you're in south and southeast parts of Calhoun County, you should be seeking shelter downstairs or interior room if you got to get away from those outside walls and windows. And obviously in Jackson, we're watching it. And western side of the county, this may be something that'll be on your doorstep within the next 20 minutes or so. All the other rain you see far north is just rain. There was a batch of storms that went north of Lansing around lunchtime. They were not severe, but now we're getting into an area where there's more and more severe weather potential, and we'll start to see that as well. So this is the high-resolution model that shows how the storms will be on top of the Jackson-Lansing area and then continuing with further development right through the evening hours. And again, all have the same potential. Spin-up tornadoes, have gusty winds, have large hail that could be up to an inch in diameter. This will move on towards midnight, but then we get another band of showers and storms, still potentially severe, and that'll be our wake-up call on Saturday morning. You can see how they come across the lake. Now they're going to be losing their punch. The main concern of the storms that come in right at dawn will be gusty winds. Radar again showing how this one lone storm in that warm air mass has continued to blossom and grow and will continue to be a concern. I'm going to take the lightning off for you so you can see a better look of it. We're going to zoom in, and if you are in parts of southern sections of Calhoun County, you should be seeking shelter for this storm as it looks to be approaching I-69 and headed over that way. And again, the history: tornado touchdown at Juneau Lake, a roof off of Menards and their side buildings in Three Rivers. Southwest side damage, according to emergency management, has been extreme in Three Rivers, which is in far southwest Michigan. And that storm never really lost its punch as it headed northeast. We've had a lot of tornado touchdowns coming and going with this storm. So if you're in southern Calhoun County, be aware of that. Do we have this video ready to show right now? Or
yes.
Yes? Okay. It's going to take a second here, but I want to show you the video out of Edwardsburg of this tornado damage that this one lone storm is doing. And again, the reports have been just so numerous coming out of southwest Michigan. It literally developed right over Cass County and then blossomed up, and within 15 minutes there was circulation in that storm system. At one time, tornado might have been maybe a quarter to a half mile wide, not staying on the ground continuously, but going up and down. And that's what we have over southern parts of Calhoun County at this hour. So if you're in those areas, be alert. Also be alert in Jackson County. We would anticipate a little weakening as it comes further and further north. But remember, this is pushing all that warm, moist air our way, and that really supports these storms very, very well. Okay, you and I are both going to see this video for the first time. We've been trying to search it down. Newsroom did a great job of getting some damages and video coming out of southwest Michigan. It says Edwardsburg on here. Here's some of the damage reports, and they have gone back to sunshine, and they also have temperatures now well into the 60s, which could eventually just bring on more potentially strong storms. And we'll be seeing that all across mid-Michigan here in the next, well, through at least 9 to 10 o'clock. So 5 more hours of these storms come, they go, and more redevelop. And this, when you see that insulation way up in the high part of the trees, that wasn't just a gust front that did that. That was not just straight line winds. There has been circulation and lift. We're still waiting. The Weather Service down in Indiana, who controls some of the southwest counties, has video of the roof being pulled off of a Menards. We have yet to see it yet, but we're going to get it for you and try to stream that in as fast as we can. So that's why there's so much concern about this one storm. It has such a history, and it's still kind of holding its own there in southern parts of Calhoun County. Take a look where it is right now on radar, and you see it's now crossing I-69, eventually headed east towards Albion at a pretty fast rate of about 45 miles an hour. The tornado warning is going to go till 5:30. And again, maybe added to more of time frames as this system, if it doesn't die down, it certainly will have to be looked at to add more time to the warnings. So the warning right now, if I remove the radar completely, you'll see it goes right up to Albion in the southern part of Calhoun County as it races off to the east. So we'll put that radar back up again and take a little closer look. We're going to go in here real fast and show you this area is broadening. That's a good sign. Maybe there's a little shear taking off the top of these storms. But if we go inside the rain and show you where the raindrops are moving in opposite directions, we call it wind shear. So the green shade is the raindrops moving towards the radar, red away. And when you get that, you know you've got them in opposite directions. And with height, that means they're rotating. And that would be the center of the tornado. That if it does come down, obviously circulation inside will still prompt a tornado warning. So when we see storms that have this, they get warned right away. It may never produce a tornado, but in this case it has. That's a good sweep right there that just went through, showing it's starting to break up a little bit, and that is good news. Still a very strong storm. There's still a lot of wind inside that storm, and when you get the heavy rains, it brings it down to the surface. So we're going to get some damage in southern parts of Calhoun County. So the damage reports are just coming in southwest Michigan, and it looks like it was a fairly large storm that went into the area. And we're not done, because we're not alone when it comes to these storms. We're watching development that's to our west, Chicago, all the way down to the southwest. And there's still some strong storms there that have to come into the area. And so we got several hours of this to take place. We're going to get more information. We'll get it all put together for you. And coming up in just about 10 minutes at 5 o'clock, we'll have the latest on these storms and what will happen through the evening. But again, I want to let everybody know that in southern parts of Calhoun County, you should be on the lookout and maybe even seek shelter. Tornado warning is issued, and it will be going all the way through 5:30. Jackson County, you may be added if the storm doesn't continue to weaken, but it's showing signs of doing that. Stay tuned. Next 10 minutes, we'll have the very latest, and hopefully can get more video for you as well. But this is a potentially strong storm, and it has a history of damage. Now back to regular programming.
This has been a News 10 First Alert.